right, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. Ball against Wall. Inside, here's Morris. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Outside Paul. To the inside, Booker. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Pure from three-point range.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Wall against Paul. Now here's Wall. He's covered closely. An easy two on the layup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Paul. And there's the drive. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Now here's Wall. George outside. Three-pointer, no good. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Booker drawing the double. Bridges finds Paul. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Wall, the pass to Zubats. Here's George. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Chris Paul.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in a season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. On the wing, Crowder. Outside Paul. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 6. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Now here's Crowder. Down low. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
Zubats with a screen on Paul.
How about Chris Paul just in the right position, so smart on both ends of the floor.
Out to Bridges. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers trail. Now George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Mikal Bridges.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Now here's Booker. He has 6. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. Just 2 to shoot. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Morris. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Crowder with a steal. It's Booker on the wing. It's rebounded by Morris.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. George. The Suns clear it. Paul with it. Pass to Aiden. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Morris. The free throw's off from Aiden.
And Aiden has done such a good job of staying focused and really staying in his lane to make the contributions that he does.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1. Up top, Paul. Wall covering. On the wing, Crowder. Booker against George. Out to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Bridges has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Mikel really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far.
Have you gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers? So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office. Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Leonard outside. Tries it from 19, and he knocks the jumper down. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
For 3, Booker. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
George for 3. The shot won't fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Paul. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
They set a pick. Paul against Wall. Here's Leonard. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Bridges. To the paint. Tipped. Back to Booker. Three-pointer. Launches the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Bridges passes to Paul. Bridges against George. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. From about 19. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. Clock is at 3. Leonard for 3. The Suns clear it. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. George for 3. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
It's Booker on the wing. Looking to end this cold spell. And Booker with the jam.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, George. Booker defending. Crowder with a steal. And here they come. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Leonard right side. Fires for 3. No good on the shot. And so that's the end of the first half.
Your Suns 25, the Clippers 17.
And if you just join it in, one half is in the books. One half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Landry Shamet. Johnson is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Damian Lee, and it's Landale in its center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Clock at 6. Here's Shamet. Here's Lee. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Clippers trail. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Shamet. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
On target from range.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the 3 that time.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Saric. Soft touch off the glass. Saric has got his first bucket in this one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And here's Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he's going for the lob. Here's the break. Here's Saric. That shot missing. And Los Angeles the other way now. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Inside and stolen by Covington. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Coffey. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. The Suns have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Here's Lee. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
For a good call, you have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense. Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Lets it go from deep. And the basket by Shamet. And the Suns lead by 6.
And Shamet doing what he does best, scoring from distance. That's some nice accuracy.
Jackson outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Kennard, he's checked in for Coffey. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Shamet. Pass to Šarić. The kick out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Šarić to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
Yeah, BA, I don't know that it was about the player so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Outside Booker. Crowder with a screen. The 3. And that's good. Devin Booker for 3. Booker's got 11.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
They grab their own miss. Out to Leonard. Can they get it? And Chris Paul clears it away. The shot by Johnson, no good. For 3, George. He drops it from range. He's got 12.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead, up by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Paul against Wall. The drive by Paul. Out to Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Out left to the wing. And Ayton with the stuff.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And stolen by Bridges. for the finish, and it's Bridges with the jam.
The attention Mikel had on that play helped him out to get that steal.
Los Angeles shooting at about 44% so far. Bridges against Leonard. That one's wide left.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Got a piece of it. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Booker with it, guarded now by Morris. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to George. Zubac with a screen on Booker. George for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Now here's Crowder. The kick out to Paul. 5 on the clock. Bridges right side. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Leonard passes to George. Morris with it. Outside wall. Pass to Leonard. 4-3. To the middle. In transition, here come the Suns. For 3, Booker drops in the 3. And the Suns lead by 13.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Leonard outside. It's George on the wing. A minute 42 left in the fourth. Knocks it down from distance.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. It's Booker on the wing. For 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside wall. It's George on the wing. From behind the arc. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Ball against wall. Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. And stolen by Leonard.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Now Booker. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Crowder. The Suns need to get off a shot. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Morris. So the Suns win it. This one was in the balance right until the final second.
Starting at power forward, 7 feet tall, number 30.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. And, Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Now, here's George. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Wall against Russell. Wall, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Russell. Gobert the pass to Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. And here's George. The Clippers keep it alive. Morris finds Wall. Tries again. And he overshot that one, missing. Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Here is Wall. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. George looking around. Hits the three-point bomb.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Outside, Wall. Outside, George. Takes it inside. That one goes in. George has got 7 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Leonard. Crafty move. He takes it in. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Gobert with a screen on Wall. A drive by Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Passes to Towns. Paul George with the steal. Russell against Wall. Outside, George. 1:15 left in the first quarter. That one falls.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Russell, no luck. Clippers leading by 4. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Leonard. 5 on the clock.
Quick and smart, Prince finds all kinds of ways to disrupt shooters.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Morris. Russell kicks to Prince. Here's Edwards. Morris with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Russell against Wall. Out to Edwards. Stolen by George.
Boy, that time he anticipated the kick out and came up with the steal.
Here's Leonard. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at point guard. Here's Edwards going inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Morris outside. Leonard attacking. Out to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 4. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And Edwards with the stuff.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Morris. D'Angelo Russell, the 2nd overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his 2nd season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Prince.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. A 3 from Morris. That one doesn't drop. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Leonard with the steal. And now here comes Wall leading the break. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Clippers?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Outside for George. Offline with his 3. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. And George, here we go. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
That was just a sick move by George. He's a legendary schooler when it comes to taking the defense to task.
All right, fans, let me hear you give it up from your Timberwolves.
1:41 left in the first half of the game. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. Kept alive. Gobert lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Boy, he launched that one from way outside. George has got 16 points. Ball against Russell. To the inside. Here's Gobert, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And he makes both free throws. Clippers leading by 3. Pass to George. Driving in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
And George drops them both.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Good. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Ball against Russell. Wall, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 3. Trying to break that. Oh!
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
George from deep three-point land. And again, no good by the Clippers. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for a minute. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start.
28, the Clippers, 20 seconds.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a 4-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
And what a take by Jackson. And he's almost automatic at the line, so you might as well add that next one.
Minnesota's shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Here's Rivers to the left wing. McDaniels passes to Reed. Stolen by Jackson. Rivers against Batum. Count the basket.
You know, he's become more perimeter oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Anderson the screen. Noel. The tip in on the offensive rebound. Noel's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
For Los Angeles, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Here's Powell from deep with the putback. And Covington stays with it.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington? Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Rivers against Jackson. Here's Anderson. Plays it up off the glass. Anderson's got his first basket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Kennard with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. That's a 2 from Powell. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
First team foul.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Noel, guarded by Powell, and the shot goes in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
2 minutes.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Jackson against Rivers. McDaniels in the post. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
Reed with it. Covington's there. Out of hand on it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. 4 on the clock. Batum with the steal. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The lead is 2. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Anderson. The Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Rivers can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. It's Powell on the wing. Now the feed to Batum. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Bouncing up with ease, Batum skilled at finishing with power at the rack.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Outside, Towns. Inside, Batum with the steal. There's the lob to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And the Timberwolves call time. It'll count. No good that time. Minnesota calls timeout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth.
your Timberwolves.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. George against Edwards. And George with the stuff.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving his scoring right now.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
All with it. He's picked up by Russell. George against Edwards. And it's George missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. The kick out to Towns. Outside Russell. George against Edwards. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
And Wall kicks to George. Driving the lane. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Prince. Pass to Gobert. Can't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Right side Russell. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Covington with it. Picked up by Edwards. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside, Towns. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. The pass to Zubac. Shakes him. That one good for 2.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Minnesota calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is
the previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Gobert plays it up and banks it in.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that win, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
George against Edwards. Now George. Back to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And that one, good. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Well, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
Ball against Russell. Wall passes to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Russell kicks to Edwards. He takes it in and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Clippers have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
This is it to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
And Edwards with the stop.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Prince against Leonard. Leonard draws the double to the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's George for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. George against Edwards. And George, here we go.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Give it up on your first avenue.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Russell, no luck. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Boy, he's an outstanding defender and a very capable shooter. Covington is an extremely valuable role player.
Here's Edwards. Off target. So the Clippers with the win. A truly all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Wall in at the point.
Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
George passes to Leonard. They get it again. Zubac.
Man, good whistle there.
The free throw drops from Zubac.
At the line for the Clippers.
And Zubac drops them both. Morant with it. Driving inside. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Wall. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Now here's Morant. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Pass to George. And the jam by George.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Bain. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Wall against Morant. George outside. The three is up. He can't hit that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Brooks outside. Outside Morant. On the wing, Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss. When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season, and you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. There's the dribble. Oh, my goodness.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
The free throw drops for Morant. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here's Wall. Pass to George. From downtown, Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Leonard against Morant. Brooks outside, 6 to shoot. Jackson with a screen on Wall. Here's Brooks, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
So it's the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Bain with it, checked by Wall. Left side Bain. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Good on the second one. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Moran against Leonard. The drive by Morant, and then Morant with the dunk.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Pass to Covington. Now here's Zubats. Now here's Leonard. And he hits it to tie the game.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
It's a tie game in Memphis. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. George has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Morant, the pass to Adams, and it's in there. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
I don't know. It seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
The Clippers trail. Leonard outside. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game. Pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. 5 on the clock. Now here's Bain. George defending. Takes a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. For 3, George. Grizzlies with the rebound. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And then Morant with the dunk.
Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Leonard. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Memphis leading. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Timeout called. Memphis.
It's that time again, everybody. Come on and give a round of applause for your Grizzlies Lakers. How about some more cheers for your Grizzlies?
Here's Wall.
Give him a hand.
George outside. On the take. And the jam by George.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. George, right side. And George with the jam.
Imposing his will out there. PG-13. Love to see him attack the rim like that.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the second quarter. Brooks outside. And he lobs it up top. And it's Adams missing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Up top, George, guarded by Bain. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Covington. His first shot coming late. No good, a bit long that time. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, stolen by Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Wall with it. Jackson in his pocket. And here's Covington. Now Zubats. And it's Ja Morant with the foul.
Ja Morant.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Leonard outside. Pulls up. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Morant, the pass to Bain. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. "30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Covington, a screen on Brooks. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, the claw. I mean, Leonard controls the ball with those massive hands. Just throws it down.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. A shot to stop the drought. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
It's a tie game in Memphis. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
21.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executed.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Now here's Morant. Here he goes. And then Morant with the jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And Wall, here we go. And George with the jam.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Morant with it. He's got 15. Clock at 6 with the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
And here's Wall. Leonard outside. And it's Bane with the rebound. And Memphis shooting has been tremendous. 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. Outside Morant. Back to Jackson. Adams high post. For the lead. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Outside Wall. George a screen on Morant. George outside. Fires from deep. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bane. Fires the 3. And Wall pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to George. Drives to the hoop. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead. Now here's Morant. He's got 17. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
And George launches it from deep. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from coach is simple. Stop him.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. A line change here for Memphis. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Jones against Jackson. Pass to Conchar. Jacks up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Kennard on the wing. Green covering. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And it's Williams off the drive. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. To the inside. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Jones against Jackson. Jones, the pass to Green. Back to Jones. This for the tie. It doesn't go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. Kennard with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Morris. Batum, right side. And Clark with a block. Oh, got a piece of it. Outside Jones. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Green, the pass to Jones. Stolen by Kennard. Powell for 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Conchar. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles.
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
Appreciate the report, Allie. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's George. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Brooks. Outside Bain. Jackson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers. So he comes up empty, missing both. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Nice shot by George.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Adams with a screen on Leonard. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Morant against Leonard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Timeout called, the Clippers.
Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's Wall. George outside. Back to Wall. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Bain against George. Bain, the pass to Morant. Back to Bain. Lots of room. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. And here's Morant outside. Knocks down the triple. Morant's got 26.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Wall with it. He's picked up by Bain. George for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous jet.
Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. Picked by Covington. Leonard's shot's good.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
14 foul.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Brooks. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Wall. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. In transition. Here's Brooks. Stolen by Wall. And it's the Clippers on the break. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And you can't afford to lose sight of Leonard in these situations. He's just so dangerous and assertive in transition.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. Out to Covington from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And it's Morant off the drive. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coaches challenging the previous plays, personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
What's up?
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now Leonard with the crossover. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Steven Adams. Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw.
If there were ever a play to change the momentum, that might have been it. The bucket, the body, and now the lead.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And Morant gets double teamed. Here's Adams. Yes!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Leonard with the ball. Can't cash it in. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're behind by 3. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Oh, the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
Oh, man, big error right there. Number of remaining timeouts is something you communicate to your players.
We don't see it that often, but with all that's going on, the timeout situation must have slipped his mind. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here.
Oh, say does.
And this should be a very interesting matchup tonight. Plenty of guys, Doris, on the floor who play, as you like to say, the right way.
Right, Kevin. Experience always broadens your perspective. They understand what goes into winning, and they understand that good habits are built on a nightly basis. They want to make good decisions. These are fundamentally sound groups.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Paul. Back to Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. And the three ball is good.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
Outside, Wall. That's good for George on the assist from Wall.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Paul passes to Bridges. Paul kicks to Bridges. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Los Angeles. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now, Booker. Paul George missing from long range. For three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Leonard inside. He's covered by 8. Covington a screen on Paul. Wall. Offensive rebound. Zubac. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Booker with no one around, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
And the Suns miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, George with it. Wall wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. Suns have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Bridges finds Crowder. Crowder a screen on George. And here's Booker from the arc. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Wall passes to George. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And here is Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Booker. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Thank you, Clippers. Let's make some noise.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Out pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
The pass to Ayton.
Walking foul called on Robert Cunningham. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Booker. He's got 8. This one for 3.
Well, that's the wingspan of Paul George. He is so good at bothering shooters with that length.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Ayton kicks to Crowder. Off target from three-point range. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Takes it inside. Bridges with some nice defense. The Suns shooting their first free throw this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Crowder, a screen on George. Booker, no good. Outside, George. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers youth dance team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Booker, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Booker looking around. Here's the 3. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's George. Shot from the wing. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now Leonard, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. From downtown, and it's Leonard missing. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Wall finds George. Zubac with the screen for George. And the Clippers miss again. The Suns have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And the shot's good from Crowder. And the Suns lead by 2.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense? Superb at penetrating towards the cup.
George against Booker. George passes to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Zubac, a screen on Paul. Paul with it. Now guarded by Ayton. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Paul dishes to Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Up top, Crowder. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Crowder's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Wall kicks to George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Paul looking around. Pass to Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. 3-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Pass to Leonard. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
And here is Paul after the three-pointer from Robert Covington. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Fires from deep. Booker, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
The pass to Leonard. Driving to the basket. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here is Wall. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Oh, Leonard in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Ball outside. Pass to Booker. Pass to Bridges. Booker the bounce pass. From deep. That one doesn't go. The Clippers go the other way with it. Zubac with the screen for Wall. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Second personal foul.
And that one falls for Wall.
At the line for LA, John Wall.
And so Wall nails both of them. Suns trail by 5. Here's Booker. 10 points for him. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. Okay, David, much appreciated.
With the score, your Clippers, 21. The Suns, 17.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Morris is out there with Batum, and it's Kennard in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Shamet with it. Takes a three. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. Powell the pass to Kennard. And another three for the Clippers.
Well, you want a shooter you can count on. Luke Kennard, welcome to the game.
Pass to Landale. Out to the right wing. Sharch has the open look. Suns keep it alive. Batum against Lee. Here's Sharch.
Foul against the Suns. Jock Landale. First personal foul.
LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring, and yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
And he's good on the second. Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
Shamet finds Lee. Johnson for 3. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now, here's Kennard. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Landale pass to Johnson. Good on the triple.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. There's the pass to Powell. And there's the drive and the dunk by Powell.
How about that vertical from Norman Powell off the deck? Give him a window to drive and finish. Yes, sir.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Landale. Johnson, the pass to Landale. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Both good from the line that time.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Outside Jackson passes it to Powell. From deep three-point range, Saric grabs the board. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Shamet.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now, here's Shamet. Defense right on him. Lee kicks to Saric.
I got yours.
1:11 left to play here in the third. The layup missed. It's stolen by Saric. Landale pass to Saric. Lee against Batum. Here's Saric over Morris. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The Clippers have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Well, the athletic Norman Powell continues to grow as an offensive player. Boy, this guy has got huge upside on the offensive end.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Kennard. Back to Powell. Shot on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Paul. And we've reached the end of the third. The Clippers on top, up by 5. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Booker outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. George against Booker. Good on the bucket. George has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
What a hoop by Paul George. The versatility to get inside and score it.
Bridges outside. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Leonard takes it off the glass.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
Ball passes to Ayton. The kick out to Crowder, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Booker. Clippers leading by 10. And George, here we go. Outside Leonard. Over in the corner, Zubats. From deep, George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Booker dishes to Ayton. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Booker kicks to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Clock at 2. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Booker. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
See, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
Paul George at the line for 2.
So he comes up empty at the line.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Booker. A second chance effort. Bridges kicks to Paul. Back to Bridges. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bridges has got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Lob pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
And plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer, he is a high flyer.
Wall against Paul, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Paul against Wall. Shot clock at 5. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Shoots the 3.
That's nicely contested by Wall. I think his defense is really overlooked.
A shot by Paul, no good. Leonard finds Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
They get the rebound. The kick out to Crowder. Pass to Booker. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Wall.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
And here's Booker from the arc. Hands it from downtown.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep. Again, the miss by Booker. The three from George. No good there. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always.
Oh, say does that star-spangled
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at small forward. Outside for Russell. Back to Towns. Clock at 2. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And here are the Clippers now. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Edwards finds Gobert. Towns with the ball. Pulls it from the top of the key. Offensive board. And the jam by Gobert.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
George outside. Inside, Zubac. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Russell. Here's Prince. Outside Russell. Towns up top. Fires the 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
The versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Here's Wall. Oh, there's the alley. And the jam by Covington.
Yeah, showcasing his length right there. Now, love watching Covington leap up to finish off alley-oops.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Pass to George. Wall against Russell. Wall, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Nails it from 3.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Now here's George.
Foul to the Timberwolves. Taurean Prince. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
It's the line for LA. Paul George.
George hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Wall. Throws it up high. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Towns a screen on Wall. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Here's Prince. 4 on the clock. Back to Edwards. Over George. Another shot. Blocked. To the wing on the left. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Edwards against George. And George with the jam.
I mean, he is explosive with this leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Leonard's got room. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
It's rebounded by George.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Zubac finds George. Zubac screen for 3. George, no good. The 3 from Russell. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard left side. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter.
Fans, your Clippers,
Hope you've we've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Picked by Gobert. Right side Russell to the left wing. Here's Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Clock at 4. Oh, Covington with a block.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
Leonard passes to Wall. Leonard with the ball. Prince is there. Pass to Covington. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Edwards. Wow! Crazy good! And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Nice shot by George. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that. Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Edwards. Wall with the defensive effort.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Leonard's shot's good.
Love the finish through contact. Kawhi is even stronger than he looks.
Russell up top. Wall covering. Pass to Prince. Now Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
George outside. The three. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Here's Gobert. Can't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. And stolen by Gobert. Stolen by Wall. Here's George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. George against Edwards. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Zubac with a screen on Edwards. Back to George. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Outside for Russell. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Down low. Here's Zubac. And the layup is good off the glass. And now just a 1-point Minnesota lead.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Edwards. He's got 10. Zubac with the steal.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
Pass to Leonard. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, just great energy. Stayed with the play all the way through.
And Minnesota calls time here. 24 seconds left in the first half. Edwards with it. George defending. Edwards against George. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Edwards. Gobert's got 6.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Leonard outside. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Timberwolves ahead.
The Timberwolves, 24.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Austin Rivers out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Reed in at center, filling out the middle. Leonard. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Batum is checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Jackson in for Wall. To the paint. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
And Anderson drops them both. The Clippers shooting pretty well at 45%. Powell right side. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach, get to the pass, and the great hands on the catch.
Here's Rivers, guarded by Morris. Here's Anderson. And he makes it on the layup.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Jackson outside. Leonard outside. From downtown, he buries it from 3. Leonard's got 8 here in this quarter.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
To the inside. Reed can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard finds Jackson. Back to Leonard. Batum in the post. Working on Reed. Pass to Jackson. The steal. Outside McDaniels. Let's go with a 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Morris outside. Morris sets a screen. Powell. Minnesota with a rebound. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Anderson. Here's Noel, guarded by Batum. Noel, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And a a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Noel. Powell covers. Pass to Rivers.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Shot clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. Good on the shot. And it's all knotted up.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Jackson outside. Robbed. And they're on the break. Anderson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Anderson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And you watch Kyle Anderson run the floor. Those long strides eat up ground.
Morris sets a screen. Powell outside. 6 to shoot. Count it.
We know Norman Powell is a physical player, showing his upper body strength and finishing through contact.
Here's Noel. And another 3 for Minnesota.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Leonard for 3. Here's Batum. They get the rebound. Powell passes to Batum. Here's Jackson going inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Powell with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
Here's Noel. 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Reid. And he banks in the layup. Reid's got his second basket. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
With 4 on the clock. Oh, and Reid with a block. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The T-Wolves on top, up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Luke Kennard out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in at center. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Kennard. That one off the back iron and out.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And Edwards, here we go. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubac, he's checked in for Batum. Covington comes in for Morris. George, he's checked in for Powell. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. Russell against George. Here's Prince. Hits the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
George. And George with the jam.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
And here's Edwards. Oh!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Outside Covington. Takes it inside. Count the basket and the foul! It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
A composed player, Covington doesn't get bothered by physical defense. Keeps his concentration on difficult shots.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Russell. To the wing, right side. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Oh, can't throw down the reverse jam. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Batum, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Zubac's shot is off. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it, guarded now by George. The 3 from Russell. Counted from distance. Russell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No hesitation from Russell. I like seeing him make quick decisions and take these shots.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Minnesota has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Outside Edwards.
Wow, oh. Can you say elevation? Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
So much riding on that possession, just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Timberwolves.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game. Generate a lot of points for them.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Leonard outside to win the run. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. We've got 1:28 left to play in the fourth quarter. Leonard for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Leonard. Inside, and stolen by Edwards. And they're pushing it up. Here's Russell. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Outside Wall. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Prince. Leonard defending. Pass to Russell. Now here's Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Prince. It's tipped. It's stolen by Leonard.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
George hits them both. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Russell with the ball. Pass to Towns. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now, look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
Here's Morant. And the pass to Brooks. Dishes it to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. From about 19 feet, Brooks misses. And here's Leonard. About a minute played so far here in the first. That one a little long.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together, and if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And it's George missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
At the elbow, it's George. Outside Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Morant. Into the lane, and Morant throws it down.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
George looking around. Great D that time from Bain. Memphis leading by 3. Morant dishes to Adams. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And George kicks to Leonard. Pass to Covington. And here's George. On the left block, and the basket good. A nice shot that time.
The poise right there from Paul George. That's just a veteran that has no panic in his game.
Morant outside. Wing shot on the way. At the tip, and it's Adams on the follow.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Outside, George. Fires, high post. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. We've got 1:08 left in the first. Outside, George, 6 to shoot. Going inside. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant against Wall. Morant kicks to Brooks. Outside, Bain. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Zubac's a screen on Bain. Outside, George. From about 19 feet. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, Paul George, too nice from that distance. Just gets up there with confidence and knocks that one down.
Morant surveying the D. Lets it go from deep. Adams. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
And your Clippers Houston team. Let's give a round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often, it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Morant.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Bain against George. Left side, Leonard. There's the drive.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Morant passes to Bain. Morant sets a screen for Bain.
Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. George passes to Covington. Lob pass to George. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Good chance to see Paul George hurts that time.
Morant against Wall. Morant outside. And he drives in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Let's go. Kicks it out to Leonard. The dish to Covington. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jackson in the corner. Pulls it up. And no good that time. Good D by Covington. The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 1.
2 minutes remaining.
Oh, Leonard in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Hey, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Morant sets a screen for Bane. Down low. And it's Morant missing. The Clippers have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And coach applauding the night Kawhi Leonard is having. He's totally in the zone.
Outside, Bane. Adams sets the pick for Bane. And there's the feed to Adams. Out to Brooks. Beyond the arc. They get it again. On the wing, Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Tries yet again. And the layup is good. And that's 10 points for John Morant.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Ball passes to George. Lets it fly. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morant against Wall. Bane looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Grizzlies have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Good on the second free throw. The Clippers have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Jackson with it. Powell with a screen on Morant. Pass to Powell. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
3 seconds left. Morant misses in close.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on the switch.
Thanks, David. And we'll...
25. The Grizzlies. 21.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the 5.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Kennard against Williams. Tillman passes to Aldama. They shoot again.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Aldama. Kennard covering. Kicks it out to Jones. From outside the arc, sinks the triple.
John
Konchar's got the first points of the second half here for the Grizzlies.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Powell. And Jones pulls it down. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
On the wing, Jones for the lead. Rebound by the Clippers. Now Powell. Here's Morris. Off with the layup. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Williams. Second chance shot. Here's Aldama. Defended by Batum. Aldama can't hit. The Clippers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
First personal foul.
That free throw good from Kennard.
Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Powell, the pass to Jackson. Back to Powell. Batum trying to break loose. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. The Grizzlies shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Conchar. Guarded by Powell. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Shooting for Memphis.
And that one misses. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's Powell with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Powell's got 6.
Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
Jackson against Jones. Pass to Tillman. Outside Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his first points of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. Batum inside. He's guarded by Williams. And that'll be 2 for... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. But double-checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Robert Covington's checked in for Morris. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. George is checked in for Norman Powell. And John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson. There's Morant. He's got 10. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Ball passes to George. With the drive, goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one's on Morant. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The pass to George. And he makes good on the layup. George has got 14 points for the game.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
Here's Morant.
Okay.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Los Angeles on top, leading by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. And the shot goes in.
Well, these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
And here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Lets it go with a 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 5. Outside, George. No good that time. Great D that time from Bain. Brooks with it. Leonard picks him up. Morant against Wall. And it's Morant missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Outside, Covington. Outside, George. Here he goes. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. Told him this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thank you, David. Outside, Leonard passes it to Zubats. Back to Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
If you want a t-shirt, come on and make some noise. Coming onto the court.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Zubats with the screen for George. Goes up from the top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Zubats. Yep, that one goes in there. Zubats has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Morant dishes to Adams. And the rejection by Zubats. Leonard looking over the floor. He kicks it to George.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Driving inside. And the layup is good. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, defender just a little too late in reacting. It's a piece of Paul George, but a piece, that's not enough.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 9. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Wall. It's Morant with the drive. And Morant throws it down.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Payne against George. 5 to shoot. Covington passes to George. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. And then Morant slams it in.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
George against Payne. And George kicks to Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Wall. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Into the lane. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. George with the ball. There's the drive. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. Payne for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.